Hello everyone, it's Brian back with you once again. This is my second attempt at this video. I made the video and I watched it and thought it was the most boring thing I'd ever seen, so I decided to do it again. And maybe that's because I did it late at night. So this is a redo, and it's a contest entry video. My first contest entry video in about 4 months. I did a lot of them early on when I joined the VC, and then I found that I stopped doing them. I think they were easy to do. You didn't have to think too much about getting a topic for your video, and maybe I did too many. Hard to say, but this one I had to do because it's from Rod, the Happy Hippie the vinyl guy, and it's about 10 things you want in music for 2023. So, I mean, I'm sure you all know who Rod is. I don't have to tell you. He's approaching 1,000 subscribers, a very friendly guy, very laid back, unpretentious, which I like. And, he's not afraid to tell you what he doesn't like and what he likes. He's a deadhead, which is cool. I don't know what else to say. Just very down to earth and genuine and friendly, and a really great guy. And he's doing this interesting thing now where he traded in a couple of used records. He's trying to trade up to get a very expensive box set, and I think that's fascinating, so I'm going to be following that very closely. So this is just simply to talk about 10 things you wish for in music in 2023, and I might interpret some of these rather broadly, but this is my best shot at this, and feel free to jump in and also do this. I've seen only, I think, 2 to 3 so far, and I think we have till December 15th. So as I say, I'm going to do some of these a bit broadly. So the first thing I'm going to say is that I would like to meet some other VC members in person. As it stands now, I've met exactly one person, and that was Low Noise Jason Skills, a fellow Canadian. He comes to the Toronto area frequently, and the second last time he was here, we met up and did shopping, and we both did videos on that meetup. He came subsequently, but the timing didn't work for me, and when I was free, the timing didn't work for him, so we didn't meet this time, but I'm sure we will in the future. But I would like to meet some other people. I'm thinking maybe someone out there could host a Toronto VC Summit or something like that, and we could meet some people. So not especially music, but on the fringes of music. On the topic of the VC, by the way, I should say there are 10 things you want, but the last one, number 10, is something you have to answer, even though the topic is a bit interesting. So number 2, with respect to the VC, I think I would like to do a collaboration video. Now, obviously, I don't have an idea for it. I don't have someone in mind for it. I think it would be a good thing to try out, as long as it wasn't one of those 1 or 2 hour long videos. I'd be interested in trying that out, because I think that'd be cool to do. The third thing is that I would like to buy a new turntable. This is something I've been thinking about literally for years. Like many people, I got rid of some records, and unfortunately I got rid of some record players. So I had a Technics turntable, and I had a dual turntable, and when I sold records, I also offloaded the turntables, which was a giant mistake. I wish I hadn't done that. And unfortunately, about 10 years ago, I bought a replacement turntable. It's one that's consistently well reviewed, but I don't like it at all. I think it has so many deficiencies that it's really irritating to me. So I am in the market for a new turntable. I've been thinking about this for a while. I haven't really come to a decision yet, but hopefully soon, certainly next year, I will complete that process and buy a new turntable, because the one I have just isn't doing it. Number 4, concerts. Now, I know COVID messed with the concert schedules pretty much everywhere, and that's unfortunate. I actually don't go to tons of concerts. I go to some, but recently I had plans to go with a friend to see Bauhaus, and unfortunately that was postponed because Peter Murphy seems to be in rehab. So, I hope he comes out of it okay, and if that comes back, I will be going to see that. But, I haven't been to one in a very long time, even before COVID, so that would be something that I would like to do. Number 5, there's a box set I'm interested in. I would like to pick that up, and it is David Bowie's Brilliant Adventures, 1992 to 2001. And the reason I mention that is because his estate has released a number of box sets over the years, and for most of the previous ones, I have all the studio albums, and I wasn't sold on the bonus content so much, so I didn't buy any of those, and they were quite pricey. But this particular one covers a period where vinyl was extremely hard to find. Now, coincidentally, all the vinyl has been repressed and released independently. So that would be Black Tie, White Noise, Buddha of Suburbia, Outside, Earthling, and Hours, and Toy. So those I don't have on vinyl. I could buy them now if I wanted to, but I've thought of making that investment in the individual vinyl. I could be part way to the price of the box set, which also comes with some other material. So that is one I'm keeping my eye on, and that is I use a site called Camel. I don't know if you know this, Camel, where you can do price watches on Amazon products. So when it reaches a certain threshold that you set, it gives you an alert that it's available. So I'm using that site, and hopefully, in fact, my entire wish list is on that site, and so I get alerts all the time, maybe too frequently. Okay, another thing I'm looking forward to is a new record from one of my favorite bands called The Hold Steady, and I mentioned them before, so let me just quickly show you, because what's a video in the VC without props? So here we go. Hold Steady, debut record, Almost Killed Me. Separation Sunday, which I would say is one of my, probably on my top 10 list of favorite albums of all time. Boys and Girls in America. And I had a brain fart there. Stay Positive, regular edition. Stay Positive. This is the anniversary edition. This is Heaven is Whenever, first edition. Heaven is Whenever, 10-year deluxe anniversary edition. Teeth Dreams with one of the worst covers ever. Thrashing Through the Passion. Open Door Policy. A 10-inch called Rags, which is I might talk about that in a different video. And Hold Steady 4 and 10-inch. But so a new record for them. Their last one came out last year, so it's not like they're overdue or anything. But I always look forward to new material from them, and maybe they could press this on vinyl. This is it's a CD live show plus a DVD. So it'd be cool to have this live show on vinyl. Great. I think we're at number 7 now. I would like to see some more or some archival Leonard Cohen releases. Now, I don't think he was the kind of artist that had a lot of unused studio material around, but there's a lot of live stuff, and now I know a lot of live stuff has been released, but I would like to see some early stuff. There must be some early stuff that hasn't been released, and I would like to see that. I know he released Field Commander Cohen from the 79 tour, and there's one from 1973. Those are all great. I'll have them all, but that would be something I'd be interested in getting. Number 8. Price reductions on vinyl, or at least maybe vinyl prices can hold steady. Because the prices are just crazy. They're going up. It seems to me like they're going up more than, well, I don't know. I haven't charted this out, but it seems to me like the prices are increasing on new and used stuff. Now, I always shop around because in Toronto we're blessed with many stores, and sometimes I see a price difference of $5, $6, $7 between stores, which adds up over time. And even used vinyl, I sometimes see things for $10 and I'll see them for $25 in a different store, and the exact same pricing. So that's a bit strange. So yeah, maybe you could moderate the vinyl price increases. I know inflation is everywhere right now, but I think I would love the prices to at least hold steady or decline a little bit. Number 9, I would like more time to do 2 things. One is to listen to music, and the second thing is to watch VC videos, because I try my best, and I'm discovering new channels frequently, and I was like, wow. Then you see there's a 30-minute video. It's like, oh, am I going to have time to see that? So a lot of stuff that I'd like to see, a lot of music I'd like to listen to, and it's a struggle to do all that. So more time, which is probably something that everybody wants. I mean, this sounds like a retirement plan, but I'm not ready to retire yet. And number 10 is the question that Rod told us we had to answer. It's I guess kind of a dark question. Who will you give to get someone back? So I guess the idea is you sacrifice someone to get someone back. So one of Rod's answers was get rid of Justin Bieber and bring Hendrix back, which is a pretty good idea. So I know it's a bit of a dark question. I don't want to have anyone murdered or remove someone's favorite artist, but just thinking of it theoretically, not literally, I would say. And I was thinking about the If I Was a God vinyl tag that was started by Static Traveler a few months or a few weeks ago, I said that someone I'd like to bring back was Bowie, and that really does make a lot of sense. But I realized after that I missed some other people that were perhaps more tragically lost, like Nick Drake. That's someone that would be great to have back. Or in fact, Jeff Buckley. So maybe bring back Jeff Buckley and get rid of Ed Sheeran. Does that sound awful? It does sound awful, but what can I say? So yeah, so that's my contest entry video for Rod. We have until midway through December, I believe. If for some crazy reason you don't even know Rod, you should go look at his channel. I'll put a link below. Again, just very down-to-earth, friendly guy. And he's almost at 1,000 subscribers, so go check out Rod's channel. Thanks for watching once again.